Hey guys, this is Whitney with Lake Cumberland Doodle Farm, and this is my little boy Raiden, and he's going to help me today show off Molly and Teddy's litter of 12. This has been a very exciting litter, very anxiously awaited. We thought she was only going to have 10, and she had 12, so we were very ecstatic about that. We also have a few coat type variations in this litter that I want to point out. First off, we have some really tight curls and we have some loose waves. We not only have that, but we also have a couple of them that are apricot. So they're not the dark red, they're the lighter color. And I also want to say that most of them are abstract. And what that means is they'll be mostly red, mostly apricot with a little bit of white on them. So when you hear me say that, yeah, we will say that a lot of times in the video, so watch for that.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to start off with light brown collar male. He is one of the darkest in the litter. He's not the biggest and he's not the smallest. He's just somewhere in the middle. You can tell by looking at his forehead, the tight curls coming in, and you can see how dark he is. He doesn't have a lot of white on him, but he does have a little bit. So he is a red abstract. This is light brown collar male. And he's very relaxed and chill. He's deep red. He has a little bit of white on his chin, but not a whole lot. And we'll move on. I'll let Raiden put this little guy up. I guess you're wondering why we're on our bed. And that's because the whelping box is right beside me. And it's there so that I can monitor these guys through the night. I sleep right beside the bed and I listen to every sound that these guys make. I also make sure that everyone's eating. With a litter this large, we have to split them in half and do the smaller ones together and the larger ones together, and we rotate every 2 hours. Just to make sure that everyone is getting their part of the milk. If we didn't do that, we would, the larger ones would always get the milk and the smaller ones wouldn't. And we definitely don't want that to happen.
No.
So this is a maroon collar female. You can see immediately by looking at her that she's a lighter color, so she's apricot. You can also see just by looking at her, she does not have the tight curls between her eyes, so she's going to be that nice loose wave coat. Also with that, you will get low maintenance. They will not mat as much. You do not have to take them to the groomers as much. You do not have to comb them as much. They are way more easier to maintain. You still get that hypoallergenic puppy without the high coat maintenance. She has a lot of white on her chest. She also has some white on the tips of her paws. And you can see that she has red ears. And what this means is it's a good indication that as she grows, she will get darker. So she is one of the smaller ones in the litter. So I just want to point that out also. And this is maroon collar girl. Will you put this one up for me? Okay, and then I will move on to green collar male. The green collar male is very small. He is actually right there with the smallest in the litter. You can see immediately by looking at this puppy, the tight curls that comes with him. He has a little bit of white on his forehead, a little bit of white on his chin, but he has a lot of white that runs down into his chest. And some white on his paws, and he does have a white tip tail. He's not the darkest red, he's somewhere right there in the middle. He's very curly, he will be very curly. And he's also very small, and so with this litter, you do run the chance of getting a mini. And so the likelihood is with him and a few of the other ones, and I'll point that out, they still could get in that medium range, which is what I've classified all these as, mediums. But Teddy is very small, so you do have a chance to get a mini out of these. And he is very little. So this is green collar male. And so next I will move on to white collar male. White collar male looks a lot like the other males, but he has quite a bit of white on his chest. He's not the biggest in litter. He's not the smallest. He's somewhere in the middle. He has the deep red coat. He's a very laid-back baby. You can see the tight curls coming in on him, so he'll be very curly. He is super curly. That's white collar boy. And so next I will do purple collar female, and this is a very good example of the color variation. We just went from the darkest to one of the lightest. You can see the curls coming in on her head. She's very, very curly. She has a white spot on her head. She's very sleepy too. And she also has the white, she has the white that goes all the way down into her chest. She has white tippings on all 4 of her paws, and she's very curly. And she's also one of the smallest ones in the litter, so you run the chance of getting a mini with her, or she could still be a medium, but she's very small, so I just want to point that out. She's very little. You can see the black pigment coming in on her very well. It's contrast with the light coloring that she has. And the white really shines on her, and I love that she had so much white, so you can see the contrast in her abstract. So she's very pretty, and this is purple collar female. And next we have light purple collar female. Immediately you can see the tight curls coming in on her also. And you see the white on her chest. So she's a red abstract. She's deep red. She's very curly. She's one of the smaller ones. She's not very big. So you also run the chance of getting a mini with her. She very well could get to the medium size, but she's very small. This is light purple collar female. Next, I want to do a very loose wave coat. This is light pink collar female, and you can tell by looking at her that she has the nice loose wave. She's going to have lots of loose waves, and she will be very full coated. She won't have the high coat maintenance that you'll have with some of the tighter, curlier ones that you see in the litter. She's also solid. She does not have white. And she's not the darkest, but she's not the lightest. She's just somewhere in the middle. She's actually one of the larger females. She's not the largest, but she's one of the largest. She is a very calm-natured baby. She just is always just sleeping and she's very, very chill. She's extra soft and cuddly, and she has the perfect puppy dog eyes, if you can see that. She has the wide face, the wider head. She is the iconic goldendoodle. They're black tipped, so they had that perfect like teddy bear look.
Just like Teddy.
Yeah, and this is light pink collar. And next I will go to gray collar female. Gray collar female is pretty solid too. She does have a little bit of white, but it's very, very, very little. I don't think she will always hold that, so but she does have a little bit. You can see the tight curls coming in on her head, so she's going to be very curly, and she's somewhere in the middle. She's not the biggest, she's not the smallest. She's just somewhere in the middle. She's very cute. Very, very sweet.
Looks kind of like Teddy.
And this is light, or no, this is gray collar female. And next I will go for, let's see, we'll do orange collar female. Orange collar is the only tuxedo that we got in this litter, and what that means is the white goes from the nose to the top of the head, and then it also the white goes all the way down from the chin all the way down
to her paws.
Yes, and she does have white tips. She has socks on all of her paws, and she also has the tipped tail. What you see also about this female is that she has the loose wave coat, so she will not be as high maintenance as some of the other ones. She has those perfect little puppy dog eyes, and she is probably the sassiest in the litter. I will say that. She's always the one already up, and her personality is shining. So this is orange collar female, and she's actually the largest in the litter. So this is orange collar. There was also 8 females and 4 males, so the females definitely outnumbered the males in this litter. And you can see the size difference in the 3 that I have left. And I will move on to pink collar female. You can see with this one the extremely tight curls that she has. She's very, very tight curled. She reminds me a lot of Willow's litter that we had just, they actually just went home this weekend. And so she reminds me a lot of that litter. They were really tight curled like this. And she has about the same amount of white that those puppies had. And she's very small. She does have the white tip feet. And she is just a sweet little baby. And she's very small, so you do run the chance of getting a mini whenever you pick this baby. And with this one, this is the smallest in the litter. And so this baby is the one that we've had the most questions about. I have definitely kept a very close eye on her, and she's just she's thrived. She gains weight as she should, right on schedule. You can see her collar still very, very loose on her, and
This is what they look
and
like
she
when they're older.
she's very, very little. She's also the loose wave. This is black collar female. She also she's very loose wave. She has no white. She's not abstract. She's one of the only solids that we have, and she is tiny. I mean, she is so tiny. Super sweet baby. She's just so little. Here you go, Rita. And this is light brown collar male. He is very curly. You can see that immediately. He does have a little bit of white on his chest, but not much. He's very, very deep red, and he's one of the largest in the litter. He's very relaxed so far. Their personality will start coming out a little bit more this week and next. Right now, their eyes just opened last week, so they're just exploring the whelping box area and playing a little bit more amongst each other and with mom, but still not showing huge personality signs. I'll get a better grasp on that within the next 2 weeks. So, but this is light brown collar male, and he's one of the largest. And Matt brought me a visitor in here, so I'm going to show you, kind of just give you a better idea on what they're going to look like in a few weeks.
This is what they're going to look like when they're older.
This is
Willow
Willow and
socks.
Yeah, just a little bit. But this is Willow and Teddy's litter. They are 8 weeks old, so you can tell how full that your baby will be by the time it goes home with you. They have the full furnishings. All of our babies do. And they're just the iconic golden doodle, the teddy bear look that you really want. She is red abstract, so a lot of the puppies that I just showed you look like this. And she has the white on her forehead, a little bit of white on the chin, and she's the deep red color. And she's a very good example of what they will look like. So I just wanted to be able to show you guys that. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys pick. And if you have any other questions about which baby you want in this litter, I'm happy to help. We've been super busy this weekend. We've been making sure that all this litter goes home and gets delivered safely, and we try to make that experience very exciting for the new mommies and daddies. So we've kind of been delayed getting this pick video started, but it doesn't make your experience any less special. We're very excited for you all, and our journey's just starting. So if you all have any questions, just please let me know, and I'm happy to help. Thank you guys.
Bye-bye.